I know, you guys are hitting me with it. Antonio Callaway just got released from the Cleveland Browns. Should the Eagles get him?
Still the cowboy, Mr. McLean. You Americans are all alike. But this time, John Wayne doesn't walk into the sunset with Grace Kelly.
Scary Cooper, asshole.
Oh, Diva! Oh, shit! Oh, shit! That was crazy!
Happy trails, Hans. Dallas still stinks. Everybody doing? King Dingbat here, and I hope everybody's having a great day. Hope you guys are doing well. You've all heard the news that Antonio Callaway has been cut by the Cleveland Browns, and at first glance, we're like, we gotta get him. He's a speed wide receiver, second-year player. I think he's like 5'10", 200 pounds, 5'10", 5'11", somewhere around there. But he's a speed guy. He's a burner. He could go down the field. He would be a perfect addition for an Eagles team that needs wide receivers. I get it. And you know, I pretty much agree with you in a lot of respects. I believe the Eagles need wide receivers. I think they need to revamp the whole wide receiving core. And I pretty much think that next year we're going to do it. I don't think Aguilar will be back. I don't think Jordan Matthews will be back. Unless he can come out and play spectacular the last 7 games of the season. Alshon Jeffery, I wouldn't be surprised if the Eagles try to move him. I do think Deshaun will be back because of the type of wide receiver he is. But I do think the Eagles overall are going to revamp the whole wide receiver core that they have. They're going to look for more vertical guys. And we'll see all those kind of things down the road. But as far as Antonio Callaway, he's a second-year player. I think he was a 4th-round pick, first-round talent, had off-the-field problems. That's why he got picked in the 4th round. And the Browns cut him. The Browns cut him, and yes, at first glance, it's like jump on him, go after him. But what I'm hearing right now, and what has been reported over the last 10, 15 minutes is basically he is facing a 10-game suspension. This is what I'm hearing. It's about to come down on him, a 10-game suspension, and I guess the Browns want nothing to do with him. So if he's going to face a 10-game suspension, there's no need to pick him up. There's no need to pick him up because he's not going to help you this year. If he's not facing it, or if he's going to face it at the end of the year, then hey, bring him in. Why not take a chance on him? Why not? It can't hurt. But I don't think the Eagles are going to touch this guy with a 10-foot pole. I mean, look, you could have gotten Josh Gordon, who can play right now, who's better. You could have got him for nothing. You just had to put in a waiver claim. They didn't even do that. So I don't know that the Eagles are going to go get Antonio Callaway, especially if he's facing a 10-game suspension. I don't see it happening. I think the Eagles are going to go in with what they have. And look, I'm nervous. I'm nervous about this wide receiving situation. I mean, Alshon Jeffery missed practice again today. The chances he plays on Sunday is slim. And if he does play, what are we getting from Alshon Jeffery? I mean, what have we gotten all year from Alshon Jeffery? He's been playing hurt. He hasn't looked good all year. He had a bad calf for most of the season. Now he's got a bad ankle. I don't even know what we're going to get from him. Okay, so Alshon may be down. We did bring in Jordan Matthews. I still think we needed to bring in another wide receiver. I definitely did. I was hoping they would take a look at somebody like J.J. Nelson or somebody like that. Antonio Callaway, he becomes available. And the truth of the matter is this. I don't think the Eagles go after him because he's facing a 10-game suspension. And so why would they even look at him if that's the case? He got cut. He was late for meetings, apparently. He had a 4-game suspension already before for drug stuff. So this could be a 10-game suspension if it's a second drug positive result, whatever the hell, however they do it. But Antonio Callaway is a very talented player. Will the Eagles take a chance on him? I'd be very, very surprised. I would, as long as he's not suspended 10 games. If he's suspended 10 games or it's coming down, I wouldn't even waste my time. But I do think the Eagles need to go out and get another wide receiver. I mean, I think this is very apparent. This is something that has to be done. I don't think they're going to do it, you know? So what we're going to see is possibly next week we're going to see Jordan Matthews, Nelson Aguilar, and JJ Arcega-Whiteside as our main wide receivers. And we're going to expect Carson Wentz to go in and tear up the New England Patriots with that core. And it's a shame because whatever happens, Carson Wentz is going to get blamed for it. He's going to get blamed for whatever happens because they have no wide receivers. And that's the whole shame of the whole thing. The Eagles have to find a way to get this guy weapons. Weapons that just don't fit, just aren't weapons. Big possession receiver, big slow guys. They need guys that fit the type of quarterback he is. A vertical threat. Vertical threats. He needs fast, speed wide receivers that can get downfield, stretch the field, and take advantage of Carson Wentz's skill set. They have to do it, but obviously it doesn't look like it's going to happen until next year. And I hope that the Eagles recognize that they need to do this. I hope they don't go into the draft, they don't go into free agency and bring in big, slow wide receivers. Because if they do, you're going to have the same problem. In my opinion, you need to revamp the whole thing. You could get rid of every receiver, as far as I'm concerned, next year and bring in all new guys. I wouldn't mind. Now, it's going to be hard. You guaranteed Alshon's contract. You owe Deshaun Jackson a lot of money. I expect those two guys to be back. But in the slot, and the other guys that you're going to bring in can be vertical, fast wide receivers that maybe can take some snaps off some people if they're hurt and injured or whatnot. But Antonio Callaway, as great as he sounds, getting cut, the Eagles aren't going to go get him because he's in trouble. He's facing a 10-game suspension. So I don't know what they're going to do. Sounds like Antonio Brown, he ain't playing till next year. So he's pretty much going to be sitting out for the whole year. You had your chance with Josh Gordon. I think the Eagles need to hope that you get a guy like J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. They gotta hope that he will step up and he will be the guy that they drafted. He's a second-round pick. All I see is rookie wide receivers going out there for other teams and making plays. And I need to see that from Arcega-Whiteside, and I need to see it soon. Start this week. Even if Alshon Jeffery plays, I would have J.J. Arcega-Whiteside in the slot. I'd have him on the outside. I'd have him all over. I'd give him every opportunity to win the job and to show that he belongs on this team, that he's a good wide receiver. Let's see what he got. Let's see. I mean, we saw what happened in Detroit where he dropped the ball. Could have been a game-winning touchdown versus Detroit, rather. But that was week 3, whatever. It's a new season. It's time to come out and give this kid an opportunity. He's had a lot of reps, a lot of practices since that Detroit game. Let's see if he's improved. Let's see what he can do playing the other positions. But you have to find wide receivers. This is going to be key to the Eagles offseason. They have to revamp this offense. It has to become not the Alex Smith Kansas City Chiefs, okay? Because that's what they run. That's what they look like to me. They need to become the Patrick Mahomes Kansas City Chiefs. The vertical threat, the deep downfield, the quick strike offense. That's the quarterback they have. That's what he is. They got to build around it. And I don't know what they're thinking. I don't know how they're thinking, but things have to change because the receivers that they have do not fit the style of quarterback that you have. Antonio Callaway, he would be a good fit. Josh Gordon would have been a good fit. Antonio Brown would have been a good fit. Robbie Anderson would have been good fit. I mean, we could go down the list of potential receivers that were available that the Eagles could have brought in that they didn't. Okay, they bring back Jordan Matthews, who a lot of people like and a lot of people think that he's going to be the fix-all guy. I don't think so. Because he's not that fast. And if he was so great, why was he a free agent? That is my question. Why is he a free agent? Why wasn't he playing with the Niners? Why did he get cut by New England? Why did he leave us so many times? If he's so good, why is he a free agent? Yes, he knows the team. Yes, he's an improvement from what we have. But please, don't tell me he's going to be the guy that fixes everything. I don't believe it. Nelson Aguilar has been a disappointment beyond belief. Okay, Alshon Jeffery hurt. It scares me. Where's Greg Ward Jr.? Let's give him a shot. Let's give some of these other receivers a shot, and let's see what they can do. As far as Antonio Callaway goes, if he's not going to face a 10-game suspension, bring him in. But it sounds like that's what's coming down the pike for him. So I don't expect the Eagles to sign him. I doubt they will. And if he's facing a 10-game suspension, I wouldn't touch him either. That's the truth. With that said, take care. Talk to you later. And don't be a dingbat.